Oi. um. Oi. Okay. What's up? Oof. How's it going, folks? How's it going? Good afternoon, good evening. Good to see you guys. For those that are back again from the morning stream, welcome back. Sounds good, Norlin. What's up, Rose? Hey, Daniela. Inferno, Rivachan, hello. What's it gonna be, Nintendo? What's it gonna be? What you got for us? 50 minutes. I think the report is that they're gonna start with Ultimate and then kind of go from there, but we'll see. Hello again. Hello. What's up, Cloud9? Yeah, it's a good one. It's good. Oh, good evening. Good evening. I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of excited to see what happens. $15 minutes. Like, you have to imagine, right, that there's gonna be a, like, there better be some banging announcements. Nicolads, I actually am. Yeah, I'm actually expecting some sort of Animal Crossing. There has to be. With Mario, with the Mario anniversary coming out, there has to be. Breath of the Wild 2, please. 100%. 100%. It has to happen. What's up, everybody coming on in? Good to see you guys. Welcome. Welcome. Different vibe here than the morning streams, let me tell you. Oh, come on, Automod, what in the world? Hoi. Change Bunny Day, yeah. Oh, yeah, Graces, no worries. No worries. I'm so confused what's happening. Ghostly, there is a Nintendo Direct that is happening right now, or in the next 15 minutes. For those that don't know, and for those that didn't see their announcement, Nintendo announced the first Nintendo Direct that we've had since September of 2019. 2020, there was literally no directs whatsoever that were of this caliber. There were all mini directs, things like indie games and just very small announcements for a new Smash character and stuff. But even then, nothing like this. This is almost an hour-long Nintendo Direct like we saw around the end of 2019. And so we're expecting, with everything going on soon this year, with Zelda 35th anniversary, the Mario update for Animal Crossing coming out soon, we're expecting a ton of crazy news. So we'll see what happens. You already know I'm leaving watching this on Nintendo's YouTube stream to watch this on RyanFTW's Twitch stream. Yeah, we want Breath of the Wild 2. There's a big talk about a Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remake and Animal Crossing updates, of course. CGPD with the 8 months. Welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. Much love. Thank you. I'm excited, but with very low expectations. Probably not a bad way to go. I'd rather have low expectations and have them blow me out of the water than have high expectations and then it be awful. Zelda 35. Yeah, Lindsay, that's what we said. That's what we said this morning. Yeah. To those that are leaving other streams to come watch mine, I just want to say I really, really appreciate it. Very, very much so. Thank you so much for wanting to come and hang out and watch the direct over here with our community on Twitch. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Hopefully we can all celebrate the good news and hopefully awesome updates that Nintendo has, but we'll see. Yeah, seriously, please deliver. I'm actually home for a direct. What is this nonsense? Yeah, set the bar low. Any Fire Emblem fans up in here? I'm a Fire Emblem fan, but not like a fanatic. Fingers crossed, y'all. Fingers crossed. You had a day of 100 meetings, so I missed this AM stream. No worries, Lindsay. Good to see you. What's up, Shell? I will die if they announce Brewster. Oh, y'all, I'm gonna go crazy if they announce Brewster. Can you imagine? You just hear the and then suddenly you just see like Brewster pop up at the museum or something. Worst case, it's all about DLC. True. How's the audio sound, folks? I always ask, but I'm noticing peaking, but I just want to make sure I'm not too loud. Don't get my hopes up. That's not me. At this point, I think it's just everybody. Sounds good. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. There's a lot of people coming in right now. I just want to say again, thank you so much for coming and hanging out for the Nintendo Direct. I'm excited. I'm kind of nervous for some reason, but we'll see what happens. Right there is pretty good. Would I recommend Breath of the Wild? What's it about? What's it about is a very long conversation, but I would absolutely recommend Breath of the Wild. Music is a bit quiet. There we go. Mel, are you answering yourself? You checking it on yourself? Because it's been over 500 days since the direct, this is big. It is. Oh. Genshin Impact on the Switch would be cool. Interesting. I was gonna say interesting take, but that's not a take. That's just an interesting idea. I never thought about that. Hey, sounds good, French fries. Try not to get too distracted, yeah? Oh, for Waluigi? or yeah. There it is. Captain Toad coming to Smash Brothers. Captain Toad. Jess, thank you so much for the 3 months of Prime. Welcome back. Hey everyone at Ryan. It's been a while that I've catched a live. Work's been crazy. Hope y'all are good. I'm a bit anxious but excited about this Nintendo Direct. Me too. I think a lot of people share that sentiment. Absolutely. But thank you so much for the continued support and the love, Jess. Much love right back. I appreciate it. Was it already confirmed that Genshin was coming to the Switch? That I didn't know. FF7 remake coming to the Switch. Nah. Can Captain Toad blind people with his headlight? That'd be pretty cool. Timmy and Tommy is Ice Climbers Echo. We actually joked about that during this morning's stream. Oh, no, break. It's going to be... We're going to do this when it gets there. Imagine we all get hyped because Brewster was on screen, then it's Brewster for Smash. Would that be the worst thing, though? I mean, Eggman for Smash, that'd be pretty cool. Safely lurking while I drive to work. Yell out when it starts, please. All right, Kimichino. All right, you better be safe, though. Tony the Tiger for Smash. Yeah, the new cereal mascots DLC is coming out. I really hope for a Splatoon 3 announcement. Probably a Splatoon 3 announcement. So Shakespeare, they do a ton of trailers, they do a lot of reveals and stuff like that. It's very very curated. Yeah, I mean it's basically just like a not necessarily a press conference, but it's there's a lot of stuff that happens during a direct. He just throws a cup of coffee. A new Mario Party game that isn't Dookie. I didn't really care for the newest Mario Party. Now that you're mentioning it. The newest Mario Party was very meh. Yeah, King, we sure are. Breath of the Wild announcement. I mean, so it says games coming to Nintendo Switch in the first half of 2021. Because it's the 35th anniversary of Zelda, I do believe that they will still talk about Breath of the Wild 2. And if anything, release Q3, Q4. Mario Party Battle Royale? Oh, God. Mario Party 9 with actual online, maybe? Dude, yeah, this Mario Party not having online, like, legitimate online capabilities really bummed me out. Yo! Arctic! Bread Raid. Thank you so much for the raid, Arctic. What's going on? How's it going, guys? Welcome. Yeah, Hart, you kind of ruined it. Mods, can we get a wonderful shout out for Arctic Pixie? Arctic being a very pleasant and wonderful member of our community here. What were you streaming? Stardew Valley. Wonderful. Hey, Noel. Yeah. 5 minutes, folks. 5 minutes. But welcome, everybody. Good to see you guys. Zelda isn't planned for 2021. For press members, the date for Zelda. Oh, that's unfortunate, Ellie. Dang. Interesting. Oh, hey, what's up, Lisa? Do you need to have played previous Zelda games to understand Breath of the Wild? No. Breath of the Wild is its own standalone story. Yeah, Rebecca, everybody's watching it right now. I'm certainly not alone on those streamers who are watching it with their respective communities. Once again, before the direct starts, I just want to say once again, like I said just now, literally almost everybody is streaming the Nintendo Direct to their respective communities and having a watch party and a live reaction with their communities and their viewers and stuff like that. I just want to say that the fact that you guys are here, you guys chose my stream, whether it be the only one you decided to watch or whether it's a tab amongst many, I just want to say thank you guys so much for stopping in and hanging out for the Nintendo Direct. Like I said before, once again, this is the first Nintendo Direct we've had in almost a year and a half. The last one being September of 2019. It's a 50-minute long Nintendo Direct. We're all expecting some good stuff to happen here. Hopefully, even though there's going to be probably some disappointing news every now and again, I would have to say that this is better than nothing. Better than nothing, and I'm excited to see what happens. So again, thank y'all so much. Much love to you guys. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to when this thing starts kicking off. Ignols, thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back. Thank you for the resub. Much love. You're my main tab. Yeah, Tatiana. A year and a half almost. Oh, thank you, Ghostly. I appreciate it. This is your first Nintendo Direct? I think this is going to be the first for a lot of people. The thing is, there are a lot of people who didn't get into gaming until Animal Crossing New Horizons came out. which was in March of 2020. So there are a lot of people who were introduced to the gaming world from Animal Crossing New Horizons for the very first time. So I imagine that a lot of people, this is going to be their first Nintendo Direct. A lot of Animal Crossing fans are going to be keeping a close eye on this one because they kind of want to know, is there anything Nintendo is doing for their favorite game? Thanks to AC, I'm here. There you go. Yep. The mini directs last year didn't do it for me. They didn't do it for anybody, as far as I can tell. Thanks to your emotional Spiritfarer streams, my wife and I both... Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Spiritfarer is a wonderful game, by the way, and if you didn't see it, I did tweet about it. They are announcing 3 updates for Spiritfarer for 2021, which is crazy. There's going to be new spirits introduced, new storylines. They're going to expand on Stella's story as well. So keep an eye out. You picked a good time to get back into it. All right, folks, we are starting up here in about 45 seconds. So once again, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Really appreciate it. Much love. We're going to swap over now to the big screen here. And I'm excited to share this with you guys. I'm excited to see what's going on. I'm excited to see what Nintendo has to offer. This is the first time we've ever done like a reaction style stream like this. I didn't even do one whenever no, I did do one when the last Nintendo the Animal Crossing update came out. I did do one live here. But this is the first time we're ever going to like have an actual like watch party for a long announcement like this. So, if I can just get this camera right. There we go. All right. 50 minutes long. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Due to COVID, release dates and other information may change. You're welcome, Maple. Let's get to it. Let's do it.
One day, Pyra just disappeared.
Is this Xenoblade? Hey, Lupe, what's up? This doesn't look like a franchise that I'm familiar with in any way, shape, or form.
It was as if she vanished off the face of all rest.
How's the video audio compared to my voice? Is it good? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet?
Where have you gone?
Oh, is he about to start singing?
I'll find you, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
This is where you were. Pyra!
Sorry, Rex. I couldn't tell you. Because... I got an invitation to join Snap!
Oh my... There it is! What? Wait, what franchise is this?
What? I thought I was gonna be in Smash.
Just sit back and leave it to me, Rex. Behold the power of the Aegis! Smash Flare!
You powered up your Smash attack with fire?
Flame Nova! Prominence Revolt!
What a reveal!
That's genius!
I thought it was a whole new game.
Them, and these are seasoned fighters!
There are no pushovers!
Talk about a tight spot.
Mithra?
Let me handle this.
This is crazy.
Mithra!
Cutting it close, huh? Hey, were these guys planning on winning? Gee, I feel kind of bad now. Coming through!
Lightning Buster!
Is this an Echo Fighter?
Ray of Punishment! Chromata! Foresight!
What? You can even use that?
Hey, right here!
You two can swap between each other. Freeze.
It's not an Echo Fighter.
Serious firepower and blinding speed. Together, nothing can stand our way!
That's pretty sweet.
Quite the spectacle, aren't they?
Wait, Gramps?
I've missed this, buddy. Mind if I watch a while? Oh, look,
Oh, that's a
our
cool
friends
looking
are
arena
here.
as well,
And
or
there's
looking
some more.
stage.
You're all mine!
I'll lend you a hand.
Sacred Arrow! Burning Sword!
Timmy and Tommy could do that.
Sure did! Witness our power!
Oh, there's Shulk.
I never expected to see you two again. Well, now that you're in Smash, I won't go easy on you.
Yeah, they are from Xenoblade.
Fighting words. You forget. We're fighters too!
Even though I never played the Xenoblade saga or Xenoblade games whatsoever, that was a really cool intro. That was a really cool reveal. I'm all about that. I thought it was going to be a brand new game altogether.
Hello, everyone. It's been a while.
Yeah,
I'm
it has.
Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo.
Heart, thank you for the gifted sub to Pugtato. Pugtato, happy
Last
birthday once
year,
again.
We delivered some news through a series of Nintendo Direct mini presentations. However, we haven't been able to present a Nintendo Direct in this style for some time. I'm happy to share this Nintendo Direct with you all today. We appreciate your continued support.
Yeah, it's a voiceover.
Okay, what you just saw was the reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game, Pyra and Mithra. They originally appeared in the Xenoblade Chronicles series as Rex's 2-in-1 ally. Please look forward to seeing their moveset.
I know,
in
he said my
Super
line, he said
Smash
my
Bros.
thing.
Ultimate.
Thank you so much for your continued
This fighter
support.
releases in March, so we hope you'll stay tuned just a bit longer.
Yeah, Arctic,
All
this is a
right, let's
50-minute
continue
event.
with our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
What? Is it finally coming to the Switch? It finally makes sense. They're finally bringing it to the Switch. Oh, that was a nice transition. Finally, dude. Finally with
Stumble
this.
toward greatness when Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout comes to the Nintendo Switch system summer 2021.
Summer. 4 to 5 months, y'all.
You have 22 minutes before the solar system is destroyed. Venture into the vast reaches of space to uncover the secrets left behind by an ancient civilization.
I'm taking notes.
You have 22 minutes. After that, the sun will explode and the solar system will be annihilated. However, everything will reset, allowing you to continue exploring while retaining information you gathered. By repeating these cycles, you'll gradually unravel the mysteries hidden in the universe. What messages will you discover? How can you prevent the sun from exploding? Why is the solar system trapped in an endless time loop? Find out when the critically acclaimed Outer Wilds launches on Nintendo Switch.
I've heard of
summer
Outer Wilds.
2021. Put your sleuthing skills to the test in 2 classic murder mystery games. Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind. 2 deep cuts from Nintendo history are coming to North America for the first time. Localized
me of
in
Ace
English
Attorney.
and modernized for the Nintendo Switch system. Suspense, drama, and twists and turns await at every corner. You'll be on the edge of your seat as you dive
Yep.
into these deep narratives set in Japan.
Very much,
In one
very
game,
similar
you'll solve
to
a complex murder
to
case
Ace
surrounding
Attorney.
a wealthy family in a haunted village while dealing with amnesia. But that's not the only case to crack.
Hey, Metal Dragonfly, thank you for 17 months. Goodness, 17 months. Thank you so
In
much.
the other game, you'll investigate a supernatural rumor after a mysterious death to free students from a sinister nightmare. Interrogate suspects and hunt for clues to piece together these chilling conundrums. Can you figure out who the culprit is before it's too late?
Audrey, yeah, I wonder if it's graphic. That's a good question. Like, are they going to
Uncover
show
the deadly
blood
truth
and all
in
that
Famicom
stuff?
Detective Club, The Missing Heir.
I'm interested.
And Famicom Detective Club,
I
The
love
Girl Who Stands Behind.
puzzle mystery
Coming to
detective
Nintendo
games
Switch
like that,
May
so
14th.
it's kind of like
Pre-orders
right up
begin
my
today
alley. We'll
on
see.
Nintendo eShop. A new age of battles begins.
Is this another hack and slash game? Nope, not Genshin. Dynasty Warriors? It looks like it. Samurai Warriors 5. I didn't know there was 1 through 4.
The latest entry in the Samurai Warriors franchise is coming to Nintendo Switch. Dive into the history of the Sengoku period as the series now shines the spotlight on Nobunaga Oda and Mitsuhide Akechi.
Another hack and slash game.
Character designs and visuals have been revamped for this installment. Unleash high-octane moves in electrifying 1 versus 1,000 battles. In Samurai Warriors 5, slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch, summer 2021.
Actually, the title does sound familiar. Yeah, it's very pretty, but you're right.
The vast world of Fadiel beckons.
Fadiel.
After 20 long years, Legend of Mana featuring remastered HD graphics is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Why have I never heard of this game before? I
You'll
love
set
Square
off on a
Enix.
journey to find the mystical mana tree seen in a dream. Before discovering the world map,
This is so old
During your
school.
travels,
But this is why
you'll
people like
acquire special
Octopath
items
Traveler.
called
Octopath
artifacts.
Traveler was
Place them on
very
the
like
map to
old
bring
school
towns,
RPG style.
dungeons, and other lands to life. It's up to you on when and where to place artifacts, as well as how to advance the story. Join forces
I can
with
see myself getting
characters,
lost in
each on
this.
their own personal quests. Square off against
Martin, you've heard of this
fearsome
game before?
monsters.
Saga, what is it? Saga
Or
of
take
Mana?
a break from adventure and rest up at home.
But I'm such a sucker for RPGs and stuff like that,
The
dude.
music has been rearranged for this.
It is.
enhanced
There you go.
version,
Golden Sun.
and you
That's
can
what I was
alternate
thinking of.
between
It's
the
very
new
Golden
arrangement
Sun.
and the original soundtrack.
Legend of Mana.
Other features
Okay.
have been added, including the ability to turn off enemy encounters, as well as the new minigame
What?
Ring Ring Land.
Oh, that's a Tamagotchi
Legend
if
of
I've
Mana
ever seen
will
one.
launch on Nintendo
It was on
Switch,
PlayStation.
June
Okay,
24th.
that makes sense. I think it was. If it sounds familiar to me in any way, it's probably PlayStation. Is this Monster Hunter? Yep. Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get Monster Hunter. The multiplayer aspect, as long as the multiplayer is clean, then totally. Otherwise, like, you know, not really.
Elder, I have important news.
So it's finally beginning.
Go assemble the villagers. 50 years ago, Kamura village was attacked by the Rampage and Magnum Malo. And we suffered some devastating casualties.
How can we fight against that?
We said Monster Hunter at the same
Our
time.
hunter's about to face the biggest challenge yet.
Monster Hunter's hard to get into. I agree, actually. Yeah.
No! We can't lose this
You really have to,
game!
like, keep giving it a
Pull
chance.
yourselves together!
I feel.
You're not getting in!
Let's go, everyone!
Go rampage somewhere else!
You listen to me now!
This looks pretty sweet, though.
Here it comes! Watch out for the apex! Do not let it pass!
The rampage. How long do you think it's going to last?
Release date?
Inoa,
Wait, was it? Isn't
we
it
should
like
start preparations
March?
right away. We're here to offer assistance. We must stop the calamity!
There it is, March 26th. Why are people calling me during the direct? Oh shoot! Monster Hunter Rise Switch Edition.
That was the latest trailer.
Was
for
not
Monster
expecting a
Hunter
Monster Hunter
from
Rise
Capcom.
Switch. What the heck?
How will our heroes fare
Get out,
against these
dude.
ferocious
Get
monsters?
out. And a
Stay
Pro
tuned
Controller,
for
I
the
think I
latest
saw.
installment in the Monster Hunter series, launching March 26th. Next,
How did I not
please
know
take a
about
look
that?
at this.
Dang.
The fairway is open once again.
No
Key
way!
off in the latest installment of the Mario Golf series, coming to Nintendo Switch.
Oh, no
Study wind and
way.
terrain. Take your time to think things through. Then swing.
Yes, dude. Yes. Oh
Enjoy
my
golfing with
god.
familiar Mushroom Kingdom characters. On
Oh,
courses
I'm gonna
filled
be-
with lush,
Ooh.
natural scenery.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna be all over
Use
that game.
features on the greens. Like
Let me
a
turn off
shot
the caps
gauge
lock,
to see how your shot will curve.
I'm gonna turn
due
off
to
caps
slopes.
lock.
And a
auto
scan
mod really
that lets
quick.
you examine a course's terrain. These features can help you ace your shots.
Oh, I'm excited. That's
In
awesome.
addition to
Was
button
not
controls,
expecting this.
You can also use motion controls by
Oh.
holding a Joy-Con controller like a golf club.
I'm gonna be standing right behind this chair, and I'm
Gently
just gonna
swing
be.
the controller to have your character swing in the game.
Let's
letting
go,
you easily
dude.
enjoy the sensation of golfing. On top of all that,
Mario Golf
there are several
stream
modes with new
incoming.
elements that truly bring the heat to Mario Golf.
What in the
including
world?
This one, Speed Golf.
Oh, that's so
Here, It's
cool.
always your turn. Everyone tees
Oh,
off at the
that's
same
so
time,
cool.
Then you'll race through the course to reach your ball. Give it another whack to get it closer to the hole, then keep going. Outpace your opponents.
They all have their
to
own
come out on
abilities
top.
too. Look at
Your
that. That's so
golfing skills aren't the
cool.
only things at play. Make use of dashes and special shots to beat the competition. Oh, did we mention story mode? As a
What?
Mii character, you'll start out as a rookie and develop your golfing skills while interacting with various Mushroom Kingdom characters. Level up with experience points earned during matches.
Oh, Jesus.
Then allocate points to different stats, allowing you to develop your character
Story-
however
y'all, it's
you'd
over.
like. You
It's
can also
over.
use your Mii in
Over.
versus play. Put your golfing skills to the test when Mario Golf Super Rush swings onto Nintendo Switch June 25th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop after this presentation.
Everybody's
The latest
credit
game
card's
in the
about to be
Mario Golf
maxed.
series adds new gameplay for multiplayer modes, as well as the familiar golf gameplay with easy-to-learn controls.
Oh, I'm so ready for this, dude.
Please look forward to this game on Nintendo Switch. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Oh, okay, I thought it was gonna.
Check out these games coming to
I thought it was gonna
Nintendo
Thanos
Switch.
snap it again.
Return to the unforgiving world of Pandora in Tales from the Borderlands. Play
Really?
as the Hyperion lackey Reese.
Okay.
And the quick-witted con artist Fiona as you set out to recover a mountain of cash. Set between Borderlands 2 and 3, this game includes all 5 episodes, filled with classic Borderlands
Mods play
humor.
Mario Golf. I'd be down for it.
Gangsters, bandit lords, and vault hunters are just a handful of the obstacles you'll encounter in this choice-driven narrative adventure. Embark on a wild ride when Tales from the Borderlands launches on Nintendo Switch, March 24th.
I never really could get into these types of games, honestly.
32 of Capcom's most beloved arcade classics are coming to Nintendo Switch. Rewind
Interesting.
gameplay, adjust game speed or difficulty, and select from a variety of display options to relive that sweet arcade goodness. Get 1943 The Battle of Midway for free. Then purchase game packs or the standalone Ghosts and Goblins add-on to build your collection. Local co-op play is also available. Scratch that nostalgic itch when Capcom
This is pretty
Arcade
neat.
Stadium
This is pretty cool.
launches later today. Brains.
Excuse me?
As a zombie, you just can't get enough of them. In this action game from Aspyr, you'll build your zombie horde and take revenge on the city by turning humans into your undead allies. Replenish your bodily arsenal of sputum head, gut grenades, and more during your grisly mission. This city ain't no match for a dead man. Stubbs the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse eats its way onto Nintendo Switch March 16th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. It's Travis Touchdown versus Assassins. Wait, aliens?
Sure.
Aliens have invaded Earth. Hold up, is this even the right game?
No More Heroes
Anyway,
3. There it
after
is.
annihilating an entire city, the aliens have taken over.
Finally
and
coming
now
out.
host an intergalactic superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's fate.
Here we go.
As the crass beam katana-wielding assassin,
Now
Travis
again,
Touchdown,
I didn't play No
you'll
More
need to fight your
Heroes
way
1
to the
or
top
2.
to save the world.
What's wrong?
Hey, not so fast. To enter each boss fight, you'll have to do some odd jobs around town and earn enough to pay off the entry fee. You'll then face off against a slew of unusual opponents. Most of them aliens with some crazy tricks up their sleeves. Study their tactics carefully to gain the upper hand in combat. With a new and improved Death Glove, you'll have access to a variety of deadly skills that can be customized and upgraded before each match. The fate of the world is at stake, so get ready to kick some, whatever aliens have that you can kick.
Can you believe we've been watching this direct
it
for
all makes
20
sense when
minutes
No More
thus
Heroes
far?
3
There's only
lands on
30
Earth.
minutes left.
Or,
I feel like that's going to go by
Nintendo
like in an
Switch,
instant.
August 27th. Exterminate demons in heaven.
He said, in
Above, so below.
so below.
Why do they need assassins in heaven? To do someone's dirty work.
Got a deadline in 40 minutes and I can't stop watching. You're always just like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? Yeah, Mallory, I agree.
It's kill or be killed. You won't last long if you can't rely on yourself.
I can see the speedrun community going for this one.
God's judgment.
I mean, it's definitely a
There's
speedrunning
nothing
game.
to do with it.
I'm not going to play it, though. The characters look awesome. Agreed. First person makes you nauseous. Yeah.
Uncover Heaven's Mysteries in Neon White.
Winter?
Coming to Nintendo Switch,
Okay.
Winter 2021.
Yeah, I'm taking notes
DC
as well.
superhero girls are here to save the day.
Hi, everyone. My name's Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl. I'm always inventing new gadgets to fight crime, like my batarangs and Bathook. This is Supergirl. She's super strong.
Okay, we have
and
to
has
remember
vision.
that Nintendo primarily
super
does a lot of games
And
catered
let's not
for
forget Wonder Woman,
folks of all
an
ages,
Amazonian
so
warrior who
let's
wields the
not
lasso
forget
of
that.
truth. Along with our friends Green Lantern, Bumblebee, and Zatanna, we fight evil supervillains to keep our city safe. But we're not just about the super life. We also have our school lives, and trust me, there's never a dull moment at Metropolis High School.
Your daughter would love this? Yeah, see,
Sometimes
exactly.
it'd be
It's
nice to get
for the
out of
kids.
class and do some shopping downtown with my besties.
You get it for your
Ooh,
nieces.
maybe
Cute.
take some photos to share on Superstar Post while we're at it.
That is 100% Tara Strong.
Hey, I got a comment already. Nice. Ooh, and I definitely want to hit up Sweet Justice later.
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-oh.
If it's not,
something really bad is
I would be
threatening
kinda
the city.
surprised.
No one could have seen it coming, but when justice calls, you can count on us first to answer no matter what.
No, that's definitely Tara Strong.
We've
The way
just
that
gotta make
the way that
sure
she
no
said
one
that,
figures out
definitely
our
Tara
secret
Strong.
identities.
DC Superhero Girls Teen Power heroically soars onto Nintendo Switch June 4th.
Yeah, good. I mean, good art style, but I'm always a fan of that kind of art style.
Ready the juice cannons and prepare for battle.
Dun, 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 dun. Plants vs. Zombies. Available March 19th. Copping it, need PVZ. I remember that they released an FPS version of it like a long time ago. Maybe I'll have to take a look at this one and see what's going on about it. It was a long time ago. God, how long ago? PVZ, not bad, not bad. I feel like a lot of these have just been epic fever dreams. I mean, it looks fun, right? It looks just like a fun game to get into.
Who will join you in your adventure? Hint, anyone can. Band together on a quest to face
Miitopia.
evil and save faces. Miitopia is coming to Nintendo Switch. Cast Mii characters in various roles across the kingdom. Turn your favorite people into your allies, or even make someone the nefarious Dark Lord. Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game. Glam up your Miis and get them ready for adventure.
This seems pretty sweet.
There's also a new wig feature.
I don't think
letting you go wild with your
the way
Mii
that you guys
creations and make
are
them
talking
even
about it,
more
is
fabulous.
this a previous like Wii game? Because
In
I
the
don't
world
think
of
I've played this
Miitopia,
before.
Relationships are key. So consider spending some
Wow,
quality time
really
with allies
old.
to strengthen
It was on
bonds.
the 3DS.
This can
God.
give you an advantage during battle. If your relationship's sour, though,
Still plenty of
things
time,
might
Lupe.
take a
Still
turn
plenty
for
of
the
time.
worse. Whoa! You can have a horse as an ally? That sounds pretty darn good. Care for it, and it'll lend a hand, or poof, in battle. Venture with friends and familiar faces in the lighthearted romp Miitopia, coming to Nintendo Switch May 21st. Pre-orders begin today.
Hey man, we got this
on
line
Nintendo
we want you to
eShop.
say. I won't tell you what it is, but how much would it cost for us to get you to say something?
Super Mario themed
Here we
items
go.
are coming to your island.
All right, now they may or may not announce something later on as
Super Mario
well.
Brothers 35th anniversary themed items are coming to the Animal Crossing New Horizons game. Familiar items like the Super Mushroom and the Question Block can be ordered in-game as furniture items.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So place them however and wherever you'd like. You can also place 2 warp pipes.
Look at the costumes. No, dude.
Then use them to travel between locations on your island.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
why not try recreating the Mushroom Kingdom?
Oh, dude. Crunchy Island is about to
A free
go
update for the game
crazy.
launches February
Crunchy
25th.
Island races are about to
After
be
downloading it,
crazy.
Super Mario Brothers items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st.
Dude, Sam is probably losing
Keep an
his
eye on
mind
the
right
official
now.
Animal Crossing Twitter account for the latest information. We hope you continue enjoying life on your island.
February 25th.
How was that? These collaboration items will be released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary events. Please wait a bit longer for their release.
Teleporting, all the
Speaking of
items are
which,
really cool.
Last week, we had the global launch for the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury game. We hope you enjoyed that Mario adventure as well. Next, we have another game to show you.
HD 2D.
He leaves us no recourse. Swords.
Never.
So it's another
Esfrost will answer for
RPG
its
game.
crimes today.
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
Do the thwomps squish you though?
And no other must decide.
I
how
would
we
imagine not, but that'd be pretty cool if like there was an animation of your character getting
You are a
flattened
leader
and then like
and must
pop
be
back
the
up.
beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
Together with these fields. Today you burn.
You never know. There's still 20 minutes left, roughly. They could announce something crazy at the end. You never know. And I mean, if not, then like, let's just keep setting our expectations pretty low.
Of Norzilia, comprised of 3 nations and limited deposits of salt and iron. The constant feuds among the nations over these precious resources eventually ignited into a great conflict known as the Salt Iron War. Though the hostilities ceased with an uneasy truce.
This sounds cool. I'm sorry if I was
decades
talking
later,
over it to
the
talk
flames of war
about
threatened to engulf the realm
something
once
else.
again.
My bad.
You are all that remains.
Caught in a tangled, fiery web of plots and conspiracies, a
I'll make
brave
notes
group
that way we
from
can talk about it more in
fights
depth after
to save their
after the direct
kingdom
is
from
over.
the powers that would orchestrate their downfall.
Our benefit, you say?
It does look like Octopath Traveler.
In this new tactical RPG, battles take place on terrain with different elevations. A character's attack range is determined by their location and their
They're really going in on
weapons.
this one.
The range can be extended by attacking from higher ground with long-range weapons, such as bows and arrows. Thus, your forces can use the terrain and other elements to gain the upper hand. An enemy outflanked is susceptible not only to your initial attack, but also a powerful blow from the ally positioned behind the enemy.
What have we here?
Charge into an enemy to send them flying into position for a follow-up attack.
We win.
Link attacks together by first casting ice magic on the flames to create water terrain.
Yeah, I've heard Octopath is
Then
really, really good.
electrify the area
Yeah.
with lightning magic. It is of the utmost importance to survey the battlefield before taking action.
Oh, they're really showing off
Throughout the
everything for this
story,
game.
You will be faced with making important decisions in a variety of situations. Utility, morality, liberty. Collectively, your decisions will establish your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
Interesting.
Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refused to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
Project Triangle Strategy, a brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix, will launch in 2022.
Working
Please
title.
be on the lookout for more information in the future. After this presentation, a demo version of this game will be available to download on Nintendo eShop.
Okay,
and in
I'll
the
download
future,
it.
We'll conduct a
I'll download
survey
it.
to gather
I'll
player
download Project
feedback.
Triangle Strategy
We look
working title.
forward to
I
hearing
can
your
totally see.
responses on the demo.
Can you imagine? Game of the Year nominee
Please look
Project
forward
Triangle
to future
Strategy.
updates on this brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix. Okay, let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Calling all hunters. Do you have what it takes?
That's a stormtrooper. What is this? Dude, there's something so satisfying about hearing the sound of a lightsaber being swung. I don't know what it is. Awesome.
Star Wars Hunters
Love
is
the
a
information.
competitive, free-to-play online game set between episodes 6 and 7. Clash in this third-person shooter coming to Nintendo Switch in 2021.
All right, let's do this.
All right, Sal. Do I look at you or the camera?
Knockout City interviews, take 1.
We all play for different reasons.
Korgan loved battle. Korgan used many weapons. Triple-bladed war axe, spear of misery, Hades' soul-devouring crossbow.
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a hero.
In my line of work, bullets are constantly whizzing past you.
Flaming longsword, blade of doom.
Just once I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna lead my team to victory and kick some serious ass!
Look, it's simple.
Korgan want new weapon.
In Knockout City, I'm like a kung fu master. I can catch bullets.
Knockout City. Dodgeball?
Hey, Lieutenant, pass to me!
Roger that, Princess. Here.
Let's find out what sound your
All right.
face makes.
Incoming! Be the ball. Be the ball. Catch me.
Roger that. Heads up, Your Highness.
Nah, that's pretty cool.
Be the ball.
Lost it! Can't believe we're losing to a bunch of dairy farmers. Okay, team. They may have won the battle, but not the war.
Hey, can we redesign our characters? You're not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max, this is a war zone, not a bloody fashion show.
Will I be chosen last? That's the question.
What? Interview's over? Oh, come on, man. One more game.
May 21st.
The fight for survival starts now.
Hang on tight, because you're all going to play a little game of fate for me.
From the creators of the Danganronpa and Zero Escape series comes a fight for your life, literally. Disoriented
Trin
and
just
trapped
lost
in an
her
underwater
mind.
theme park. The 12 of you, known as the Go-Getters Club, must now survive this game of fate at all costs.
I don't want to die yet! Sorry to scare you all, but the game is canceled!
The game is suddenly called off. You escape the theme park and get a glimpse of Japan, but everyone's vanished. Set off on a captivating journey across the country that blends side-scrolling action with
What the heck?
suspenseful narrative.
Be the one behind the whole game of fate.
As you make your way back home to Tokyo, you'll alternate between working solo and teaming up with the group to overcome challenges and monsters that stand in your way. What awaits you all at the end of your journey? The battle for survival begins in World's End Club, venturing onto Nintendo Switch, May 28th. Wield the powers of Olympus with the physical release of Hades. Hades, the critically acclaimed dungeon crawler and recipient
Love
of
Hades,
multiple Game
but
of the Year awards,
getting a
is
physical
getting a physical
version
release on
is
Nintendo
sure.
Switch. This version comes with a couple of extras to assist you on your journey out
Oh?
of the underworld. The first is a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack.
Okay.
It's packed with 2.5 hours of blood-pumping music composed by Darren Korb, known for his work on previous Supergiant titles like Transistor and Bastion.
Dude, the music in Hades
The
is
second
amazing,
is a
though.
32-page full-color character compendium featuring portraits of the game's vibrant cast of gods, ghosts, and monsters, all by
That's pretty sweet.
Supergiant's art director, Gen Z. And let's not forget the game itself, offering dozens of hours of exhilarating
The
action
game comes
paired with a
separate.
compelling story. Escape
I love
the
Hades,
underworld
dude.
again,
Hades
or
is
for
such
the
a good
first
game.
time, with the physical version of Hades on March 19th. 3 deadly action games, 1 masterful collection.
Whoa, is this Ninja Gaiden?
Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge are coming to Nintendo Switch as the action-packed Ninja Gaiden Master Collection.
Ninja Gaiden. Wow, who would have thought?
You are the legendary ninja Ryu Hayabusa, fighting against a great evil with battle skills that are second to none. Wield an arsenal of killer weapons, each offering a playstyle with different set of lethal skills. along with ruthless ninjutsu to swiftly take down enemies.
Lots of ninja games.
Quickly gauge your opponent's movements while unleashing fast and frenzied combos.
Game not included for Hades' physical version.
Team up with other super ninjas in your quest to fulfill your destiny. All previous downloadable content, including costumes and game modes, are included. Revel in the intensity of Ninja Gaiden in one dynamic collection. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection slices its way
Hey, Bubbly
onto
Blueberry,
Nintendo
thank you so much
Switch
for the 4 months of
summer
Prime.
2021.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for the continued support. And much love. Here we
More
go.
battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors
Age of Calamity DLC. It's worth talking about at least because it's the Zelda 35th anniversary. That's it. There we go. Lots of stuff, which we're going to look at later.
There's even more coming to Nintendo Switch.
But that's not all.
Bravely Default 2 is almost here. 4 Heroes of Light will soon embark on a journey to restore the crystals. Use the job system to develop your characters and master the Brave and Default commands to emerge victorious in turn-based battles.
I live to fight.
Veterans and newcomers to the series can enjoy this brand new story on February 26th.
Yeah, and there's more. Yeah, exactly. Right. There's 10 minutes left. Of course, there's more. I hope so.
The game can be pre-ordered on Nintendo eShop. An updated demo is also available. The latest installment in the legendary Ghosts and Goblins series comes to life. As the brave knight Arthur, you'll unleash weapons, spells, and skills to battle monsters across challenging stages within the Demon Realm. Local co-op play is also available for the first time. Help Arthur in his quest with one of 3 supporting characters: Barry for defense, Carrie for transportation, or Archie for bridges. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection launches February 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. 8 protagonists, 8 captivating journeys. Saga Frontier has been remastered for Nintendo Switch. Travel through a stunning sci-fi world with any of the protagonists, each with their own stories. With the addition of the playable protagonist Fuse, new gameplay features, exhilarating battles, and a new scenario for the protagonist Acellus, Saga Frontier Remastered is an adventure not to be missed. The game launches April 15th. Apex Legends is storming onto the Nintendo Switch system. This free-to-play battle royale features a growing roster of powerful contenders named Legends, strategic combat, cross-platform play, and more. All players on Nintendo Switch can get an all-new Legendary Pathfinder skin, and 30 free levels for the Season 8 Mayhem Battle Pass.
I mean,
Plus,
sure.
For the first 2 weeks after launch, earn double XP when you play on Nintendo Switch. Fight for fortune, fame, and glory when Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
How's it going so far? There's still a little bit more to show you in today's Nintendo Direct, so we hope you'll stick with us. Next, please take a look at this.
Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now. We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year. For now, we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer. While you're all waiting, however, this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch. Please take a look.
Amazing. Skyward Sword? Skyward Sword. When? When? Tell me!
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers. The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system. After mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick. Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward. To swing to the right, to the left, or diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction. Here's something else we've been working on. Specially designed Joy-Con controllers. The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself.
They look cool. Those are pretty.
We hope that people who played the original game on Wii, and those playing it for the first time, will enjoy discovering the origins of The Legend of Zelda.
July 16th.
Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th. Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop.
Of course.
And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release day at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran, even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well. Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Well, what did you think?
There's just one more thing.
Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick. Okay, the next game will be our last announcement for today. Please take a look at this.
Is that Brewster? Splatoon 3. That's pretty sweet. Okay. Fallout meets Splatoon. Carlin loves Splatoon. Oh, there you go. Back into the ink. Oh, maybe I'll 2022. Maybe I'll finally get into Splatoon next year.
What you've just seen is the latest installment in the Splatoon series, Splatoon 3. This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while. We hope you'll stay tuned for more information at a later time.
Are you going to have another direct announcement, like date?
Today, we showed you a sampling of games coming to Nintendo Switch. A variety of games are in development. And we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
All right. There you go. Nintendo Direct, February 17th, 2021 was legitimately 50 minutes long. It wasn't roughly 50 minutes. It wasn't less than, more than 50 minutes long. It was 50 minutes long. So, let's talk about it. First of all, now there's a lot of you in here. Just, I would say, what'd you think? I mean, it was like, let's be fair. It was for the first half of the year. Should have ended it with Mario Golf. You think so? Probably. Meh, upset, okay. Everything was the same. Meh, lots of mehs. Slightly underwhelmed. BRB crying. I'm glad we were together. It makes it easier to bear. Yeah, if I'd been watching this by myself, I would have been like, I think if a lot of people were watching this by themselves, I think they kind of would have been like, well, that was a waste of time. Is what it is. Oh, Toilet, you really liked it despite no Genshin impact. That's good. Splatoon 3, I'm crying so hard. More surprises, very true. I'm surprised they didn't do anything about Pokemon Snap, although I guess there's really nothing else to talk about Pokemon Snap with it coming out in only a couple of months. I was super surprised about Mario Golf. I would have never bet any money that Mario Golf was ever going to come out for the Nintendo Switch. It wasn't even on my radar as a possibility. I was like, I would have never even thought about it. But overall, I mean, so for me, this is about as straightforward of a Nintendo Direct as you can get for one that was done in February. You guys have to understand that when it comes to like, and I don't mean to say you guys have to understand as a demeaning term for you know, when it comes to things like marketing, but they're not going to release a lot of their heavy hitter games in the beginning of the year. They're just not. It's that kind of stuff is better saved for the end of the year, around Christmas time, around the holiday season, when people have more time. And now granted, more time is contextual given everything going on lately. Everyone has more time, but generally speaking, more companies release things around Q3, Q4 of the year because they want people to buy them for Christmas time. That being said, I thought it was okay for what we got. There were a lot of games in there that obviously weren't really my interest level. There were a lot of RPGs in there. There were a lot of remakes and stuff that I had never even really played before. There was a lot of, here's the 5th one, and I'm like, I don't even play the first 4, so I don't really know what's going on here. But regardless, we're going to kind of go through it, and we're going to kind of... we are going to go through. So first of all, this was an amazing announcement, by the way. The way...
Sorry, Rex. I couldn't tell you.
The way that they introduced her into Smash with her invitation...
I got an invitation to join Smash!
...was wonderful. I was like... I thought that was very well done. I thought it was getting ready to be another, like, RPG-style game. I thought it was getting ready to just be a brand new game. Now, they did say that it was going to start off with Smash news, so with that information, I still thought this was going to be something different, and it wasn't. So there's that, but I thought that was great. What else? Just going through my notes here. There was the... Here we go. Fall Guys, of course, finally coming to the Nintendo Switch. Fall Guys, when Fall Guys was first announced, or when Fall Guys first came out, there were a lot of people that said, why isn't Fall Guys on the Nintendo Switch? It seems like a Nintendo Switch game. And now here we are. Fall Guys is coming to the Nintendo Switch. So it's about time. It just looks like a Switch game. And there you go. Fall Guys coming to the Nintendo Switch. Kirsty, thank you so much for the Prime 3 months. Your streams help my sleep anxiety in the evening so much. I really enjoy your content. So thank you so much. Kirsty, thank you for the continued support. Much love. But yeah, so Fall Guys coming to the Nintendo Switch has been heavily expected, and kind of like at this point, people really wanted it. So that's coming summer of 2021. The next one that somewhat interested me was the Famicom Detective Club. This is very reminiscent and similar to the Ace Attorney games. I almost said the Ace Ventura games. This is very similar to the Ace Attorney mystery detective solving games. I may or may not take a look at this. I'm expecting it to be graphic. It looks like one of those games that has bits and pieces of it that have graphic nature pieces in it. So we'll see how it goes. But otherwise, I thought it looks pretty interesting enough. So I'll take a look and see like what's going on with it before I even make any sort of call about it. Guano. Cross-platform would be sweet. Yes, it would. Here we go. Here's a remake. This is the Legend of Mana remake from, I believe, PlayStation. If someone ever looked it up during the direct and corrected in the chat, I didn't see it. But this is a remake of a previous game. It's just an RPG very similar to games like Fire Emblem, and I can't remember what there was another RPG that was very similar to this. I can't remember what it was called. But I would totally be willing to at least look at it and check it out. I'm always a fan of RPG games, and so I'll at least be somewhat interested to see how this one goes. June 24th. Monster Hunter Rise coming out on March 26th. We've already known about Monster Hunter Rise. The demo has been available on the Nintendo Switch within the last month or so. So this is not news for us. We did get more gameplay. We did get more kind of this is what to expect when you're playing the game kind of thing. So, if you were already ready for a Monster Hunter game to come out on the Nintendo Switch, seeing this in the direct really didn't do anything for you as far as I'm concerned. People who didn't really care for Monster Hunter probably aren't going to get Rise, and people who are at least somewhat interested are probably going to at least be willing to check it out. Am I disappointed about the direct? Not particularly. The expectation was very low. Yeah. And then, of course, there was the announcement. Well, not an announcement more so than anything. I think people already knew that the Switch version of Monster Hunter was coming out. Or maybe they didn't. Now, this is the one that got me really excited. Mario Golf Super Rush coming out on June 25th. This is a game that I was not expecting in any way, shape, or form. Mario Golf wasn't even on my radar of games that they could possibly bring to the Switch. And And it's coming out in 4 months, which I'm super excited for. I'm super ready for. I'm gonna be playing this game a lot. Yeah, dude, Chase, I'm excited. If you get it, dude, we gotta play. That speed golf mode looks really, really fun. The fact that there's a story mode, the speed golf mode where you're all golfing at the same time and you have to run across the field to get to your ball and try to get into the hole first is amazing. I loved it. Yeah, Ali. Yeah, this is the one. So of the direct, this is the one that I'm the most excited for. I will definitely be using motion controls whenever we stream this game because we are absolutely going to be streaming this game whenever it comes out in June. And I have nothing really else to say about it. I'm excited for the story mode. I'm going to go through it all. This mode looks really fun. And just, I'm a big fan of like Mario Golf. Honestly, I'm a big fan of most, if not all, Mario style games where they are in a different environment than just platforming. So I'm really excited about Mario Golf. And of course, we'll have fun with predictions on this one. You know, will Ryan get a hole in one? Will Ryan, Will Ryan score par on the next 3 holes and stuff like that? So it'll be fun to do predictions and stuff like that too. So yeah, I'm really excited. This is, like I said, this is probably the one that I'm the most excited for in this entire direct, just because I've been a fan of the Mario Golf series in the past. So there's that. The answer is no. All right. Next. Plants vs. Zombies. It looked like a lot of you guys were excited for Plants vs. Zombies, the FPS version of Plants vs. Zombies. So, you know, I'll definitely at least take a look at it. I never really played the previous Plants vs. Zombies games, so I didn't really have an opinion when I saw it, but a lot of people seem to enjoy it. I'll at least take a look at it. I can't say that I'll get into it, and I can't even say that, like, if someone was like, hey man, we can either play Plants vs. Zombies or we can play Splatoon 2 or even Splatoon 3. I'm not choosing Plants vs. Zombies. Nicole, thank you for the 8 months. You're welcome. What did you miss? We just watched the Nintendo Direct that came out. So I'm probably not going to play this one, but I'd be interested to see like gameplay of it when it comes out. Did they say if golf is only motion control? No, you have the ability for motion control, but you can certainly play it on a controller. But the one that came up that I put down on my notes was Miitopia. This is an old 3DS game, as far as you guys are telling me, that is finally coming to the Nintendo Switch. I did not play Miitopia, but I am interested to see where this goes in regards to the adventures that you can have. I don't know if you can have the adventures with other players online or if it's all local, but either way, it just looks like a cute, fun RPG style Mii game that doesn't really take, maybe this is incorrect, it doesn't really take too much like thought to progress through, but it looks like a super fun kind of chill game. All right, I think it's literally coming up next. Here we go.
Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary themed items are coming to the Animal Crossing New Horizons game.
All right, so let's break this down. What are we seeing immediately? One, we're seeing all of the Luigi gear on one of the characters. So there's that. All of the Luigi gear on this character. I'm gonna mute this really quick. All right, new items. One, the brick blocks all over the place. And the fact that there is now a mushroom on top of one of them as well. Again, this is all pretty par for the course. New house colors, Jay. Thank you so much for pointing that out, actually. You are very correct. I think this blue is not naturally in the game. Neither is that red roof. That is very saturated. So there's a good chance that, yeah, definitely new house colors. And there are 4 outfits here that this character has. The house exterior already exists color-wise even too. That blue? Really? That blue is very blue. Are you sure that blue is in the game? If it is, then I just never looked at it because I never considered it. But either way, you have Wario, Luigi, Mario, and Peach outfits here all ready to go on the wand. We have coins also scattered about through this pathing as well, which is awesome. You can collect them. It's probably going to be a situation where they respawn after a certain amount of time. One of your houses is that color. Okay, so it's not new houses. Now the block you'll notice is an activated block. First of all, the biggest distinction here is the fact that they're floating. There is no stacking in this game. So this is an interesting, well, not stacking, you know what I mean? They're floating. You can't stack like a bookshelf on a bookshelf. This is stacking a block on a block. So I'm interested to see if you can stack like these like 2 tiles high and stuff like that. But yeah, they're not attached to anything. They're not connected to this section up here. They're just floating. And as you walk underneath it, oh, there we go. It just respawned. So the coins do respawn after a short amount of time. It looks like maybe about 3 seconds. And the blocks move as you walk around it. Luigi is activating a star, or at least getting close to it. And as you get close to it, it does start to spin. Let's see. Nope, it's an activation. Spins the star. Green mushroom up top as well. More coins sitting on top of blocks. Green shell, which doesn't do anything. The only thing it does is it spins whenever you activate it. The thwomp comes down. There is speculation being like the only thing we've seen and what we talked about very briefly while it was happening. There was a note of what happens if you're standing underneath it whenever the thwomp finally comes down. Will it crush you? Are you even able to stand underneath it, or does it work kind of like an invisible block where like a lamp? It looks like the character's head is very close to the top of the thwomp. There is a good chance that you cannot walk underneath it. You place it and it simply just starts floating. And we have Wario right here as well. And all the mushroom items too. This is probably the craziest thing about it. The warp pipe. Being able to use a warp pipe to teleport to a particular section of your island is insane. I don't know how that's going to work in regards to setting them up. I wonder if it's just like you DIY one and it gives you like point A and point B. He can't run under. You can see he bumps into it. Okay, gotcha. So cannot run under. This warp pipe is going to be pretty awesome for getting from one place to the next. If you guys remember, one of the things that I didn't do on my Northern Hemisphere island was I tried to make it so that my house wasn't too far away from Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters just in case. So the fact that now you're able to use this pipe to teleport anywhere is actually pretty crazy. And I did mention that this will make the Crunchy Island races a little bit crazier as well. I imagine Sam throwing out like 100 pipes, and then you have to like figure out which one goes where. So I'm excited for that. Are those mushrooms new? Yes, they are. Snacks predicted the pipes and tweeted about them last year. That's awesome. And then of course we have the Finnish flag as well. And the Peach outfit, which is also really, really cool. Luigi doing the new confetti reaction that we got during the festival. I think you can only have 2 pipes on your island. Are you serious? Dude, shame. For shame if that is the case. That not cool. He did a jump reaction too. Did he really? Oh, that one right there when he came off the pipe? Like, I can totally see why ish, but that's dang. And if they don't add Waluigi, that could have been so fun. Exactly, Mel. We memed on this one pretty hard here. Project Triangle Strategy. They really showed a lot about this RPG game. It is a new RPG coming out. They did a lot of detailing in regards to the combat system, the choices that you make, and you know, how it changes the storyline and stuff like that. It does look pretty interesting. It is very similar vibe to Octopath Traveler. So if you're a fan of Octopath Traveler, which I know a lot of people were, this game seems to be right up your alley. Where's the name of it? Yeah, there you go. Project Triangle Strategy working title. 10 out of 10 name. Perfect. Great. Awesome. This one was one that was teased just very briefly, which was interesting. Star Wars Hunters. So this takes place between episode 6 and episode 7. I'm very curious to see what this is. It honestly looks very Fortnite-y, but I also don't know. They gave us nothing. The only thing we know is that it's just a multiplayer game called Star Wars Hunters. I think that was pretty much it. All right, Lisa, sounds good. Take care. So there's Star Wars Hunters. The next one I thought was really interesting. Knockout City, which is just extreme dodgeball. Again, in the realm of Splatoon and Plants vs. Zombies FPS, you know, if someone were to say, hey, do you want to play Plants vs. Zombies, this, or Splatoon? In order, it would probably be Splatoon, Knockout City, Plants vs. Zombies. This game does look interesting. I wouldn't pay more than $10 for it, if I'm being completely honest. This just, I don't know. It seems like an interesting enough game, but it also looks like a game that you would download free on Steam. Does that make sense? Like, it just doesn't look like a game that I would pay more than $10 for. It looks interesting and it looks cool, but otherwise I can't imagine paying too much for it. So there's Knockout City. Hades, physical copy, Ninja Gaiden, Apex Legends. Oh, right. Hold on, I missed some. Right, the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion pass is coming out. Okay, so when you purchase it, you get newly added weapons and a costume. Wave 1, available in June. You get an expanded roster, new weapon types, new challenges, and new enemies. And then in Wave 2, around Q4, you get new vignettes, stages, roster, and battle skills for existing characters starting at $19.99 USD. As someone who didn't really care for Age of Calamity, this is like really a non-issue for me. I don't, cool. If you are a fan of Age of Calamity, there you go. You have extra content coming to you, at least for the next 10 months, I would say, if that. But there you go. I wrote it down just because it's Zelda news and it was the Zelda 35th anniversary. Apex Legends, we already kind of covered. This right here.
Producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now. We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year. For now, we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer.
So a lot of people were expecting some sort of Breath of the Wild 2 news, and when this popped up, I think a lot of us were getting ready for it. A lot of us were ready to go. Unfortunately, Breath of the Wild 2 information not coming until later on this year. It's probably not going to happen until the summertime. Or if they do another Nintendo Direct, then probably sometime in August or September. You didn't expect BOTW 2 news, honestly? I was very skeptical, and I'm glad that I was. But at least they addressed it. Imagine they didn't address it whatsoever and they just went straight into Skyward Sword. Ooh, the internet would be up in arms if they didn't address the fact that they didn't have any news or any information whatsoever. So give it up for Nintendo. At least they said something, and at least they apologized for... To be fair, they don't have to apologize for anything. The only reason they're apologizing is to make sure that people who were going to get mad, at least... Because people are going to get mad no matter what, but it gave the people who try to tell those people to stop being entitled and to calm down, it gives them ammo to basically just be like, they told you it's still coming, like they told you it's still work, like being into, like, calm down. So at least they gave us a means to address those who were going to get mad no matter what. Yeah, Sleeping Shinx. I think there was someone in here earlier who was saying that it's probably not going to be coming out until January through March of next year anyway. So exactly. Yep. But we did get Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword is a game that is being remade and coming out for the Nintendo Switch instead, July 16th. For those that played it on the Wii, it's pretty much just par for the course. You basically are expecting it to play exactly as you thought. The new Joy-Cons look pretty cool. I like the color schemes on them. It's really interesting that they have this white, like the bumpers on them. I think that's pretty cool. But the right one is supposed to represent the sword, and the left one is supposed to represent the shield. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna buy these. I think it would have been cool if they released some sort of matching Switch to go with it, but at that point, then we'd already have like 8 different types of Switches. That's just posted video that said volume warning. So there's that, and then last but not least, the last announcement was for Splatoon 3. Now, I said this before, I did not play Splatoon 1 or 2, and I know that Splatoon 2 is very much loved. I also just noticed that is the Eiffel Tower upside down. I thought it was just a wooden structure that was like built like a coliseum or a stadium, but that is definitely the Eiffel Tower upside down and in the ground. Regardless, this might be the thing that gets me to play Splatoon. To be fair, this is not coming out until 2022. So if I did want to play Splatoon, I could still just play it between now and next year. I could play Splatoon 2. The thing is with Nintendo games is that even though they announced Splatoon 3, the price of Splatoon 2 is certainly not going to go down. They're still going to maintain a $50 to $60 price tag no matter where you buy it from. So, I really wish they would reduce the cost of a game that's been out for almost 3 years now, but it's Nintendo, and they don't really do that for most things that aren't like greater than 15 to 20 years old. If anything, sometimes they get even more expensive. So if I have any idea to play Splatoon, if for whatever reason the price does go down, or I'm able to find it cheap somewhere else, I will certainly pick it up, and I can use that to gauge whether or not I'm interested in Splatoon 3. Splatoon 3 is one of the more interesting first-person shooters out there that I've seen, and all of the mechanics and the concept of it all do seem really cool. So I will certainly gauge what the Splatoon overall community says about it before deciding to pick it up. If they say Splatoon 2 is still so much better, then certainly, I would be glad not to have purchased it. But just the way that it looks, just the way that it kind of vibes, and how the gameplay looks, it doesn't look like they've changed much. And so I can't imagine that the Splatoon community is going to be too up in arms, we'll say. I can't imagine that the Splatoon community that loves the Splatoon series to death is not going to just love this addition to the series, and might end up being the main Splatoon competitive game, even though Splatoon 2 is like well beloved. Splatoon 2 goes on offer once in a while in the eShop. Oh, okay, gotcha. Hey Ari, what's up? They reduce the physical copies at Target and other stores. Yeah, every now and again. I have never seen it reduced personally, but maybe because I'm checking at the wrong time. I don't really know. Yeah. I have hope for a release announcement on Pokemon Day. Me too. So overall, what did we miss? What is it? What were people expecting that didn't end up happening? Well, first of all, people were expecting some sort of Pokemon announcement. They were expecting something to happen in regards to either a new Pokemon remake. For those that don't know, there are licensing things going around for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. A lot of people were expecting some sort of remake announcement to happen today, which did not happen. Breath of the Wild 2 news obviously didn't happen, which they addressed, which is awesome. Is it bad that I don't think we'll get a Pokemon game this year, at least the new gen? No. I think they're going to stick with Sword and Shield for a while. When is the Pokemon game? Pokemon Snap, the new Pokemon Snap comes out next month. An actual update trailer for ACNH. Fair enough. It's gotten to the point, though, where I think in regards to Animal Crossing updates and trailers and stuff like that, I think today is probably going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back for the Animal Crossing community in regards to expectations. I think at this point, anybody's expectations for anything to happen for Animal Crossing in the future needs to be tapered down to a pretty solid 0. Just because everything points to now is a good time to announce something happening for one of your most popular games ever, and it's not happening. So at this point, any expectation for Animal Crossing New Horizons in regards to updates or events or anything like that needs to be basically nothing. As unfortunate as it is, that is going to be my expectation moving forward with updates that happen for Animal Crossing New Horizons. That way, at least when they do update it, it's at least a welcome update, because at this point the expectation is nothing. So there is that. Remakes for other Zelda games such as Wind Waker and Majora's Mask, things of that nature. I don't know if that would have been too much, and I don't know if Skyward Sword is the better call, but certainly another Zelda game to be added to the Nintendo Switch library is certainly not a bad thing. So Wilbo tweeted a warp tube to the 4th level. What? I know I shouldn't expect it, but I'm still sad. I mean, it's okay to be sad. Yeah. If anything, it's like, it's sad that we have to do that. Wind Waker would be so awesome to have on the Switch. Yeah, exactly. There might be a Zelda Direct next week as well, so there might be more Zelda stuff. True. There could be. There might be. Wind Waker would have been cool, but I'm biased because I never played it. Fair enough. Yeah. I do hope you're wrong, but I'm afraid you're right. It's kind of unfortunate, Sue, but the game is coming up on its 1-year anniversary. You know? March 20th is officially a year since it came out, and yeah. They usually tease updates on directs. That's usually what they're like. That's usually like what they're used for. No new Donkey Kong game. Very true. The only Donkey Kong game available on the Switch right now is Tropical Freeze, which was a Wii U port. So if they do announce a new Donkey Kong game, I'm going to presume that it's going to be at the end of the year. But that also doesn't appear to be their focus at this point. I don't know if Donkey Kong is a big priority for them. There's so many other franchises and things that I think that they want to work on instead. And obviously, if there is any sort of workings for a Pokemon game, like a legitimate Pokemon remaster of Diamond and Pearl or anything like that, I doubt that they would be putting any team on a Donkey Kong game that people aren't really going to, you know, the majority of people aren't going to vibe with. There's going to be a fan base for it, obviously, but more people are going to invest in a Pokemon remaster or anything of the sort instead. Yeah, exactly, ID. Exactly. Yeah, right, Olive. That's exactly it too. Yeah, it's not an unpopular franchise, but in the grand scheme of comparing it to what they could be making instead, you kind of have to like gauge where you are in regards to your priorities. But I think that's pretty much it. I can't remember. Oh, it includes a digital download code for Rise and Deluxe Kit DLC. That's pretty cool. But I guess that's kind of expected. I don't know if this was a thing that was already announced prior to the to this announcement, but this is the first time I'm hearing of a Monster Hunter Nintendo Switch edition, which looks pretty sweet. I think it looks pretty cool. No tease of Metroid 4. Right, that's right. Metroid 4 was announced a while ago. That is something we talked about during yesterday's stream. You're right, exactly. No talk of Metroid 4, but again, if anything, maybe later on this year for an announcement and then release near the end of the year, or announced later this year to come out next year. We'll see. Wasn't it on the bingo card? No, that was a Zelda Switch edition. Yeah, it wasn't a Monster Hunter Switch edition. It was a Zelda Switch edition. Or Switch Zelda edition, sorry. But otherwise, I think that's pretty much it. Again, overall, final thoughts about the Direct. It's gotten to the point where it's about what I've expected. I'm excited for Mario Golf. I will definitely be picking that up at AAA price, obviously. I've been such a big fan of Mario Golf, and this is going to be no exception. All the new modes look really awesome as well. Skyward Sword, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Probably not. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It looks fine, but yeah, I can't imagine myself getting too into Skyward Sword. And then I already voiced my thoughts about Splatoon 3. How do you enter a rain? How do you enter a raid? Am I going to stream Mario Golf? Absolutely. And we might do like motion control schemes too. We might do like half controller, half motion control schemes. But this looks awesome. I love that. That looks so cool. So I'm excited for that. But otherwise, I think that's pretty much it for the Nintendo Direct today, folks. I'd be interested. I'm gonna start browsing through social media and kind of seeing like what other news I can. Did they announce that Fall Guys would be cross-platform? They didn't say anything. The only thing we know is it's coming to Switch. Yeah. The only game they gave us a lot of information on was Project Triangle Strategy working title. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to start perusing through social media, kind of seeing if anybody has any more information, but I'm pretty sure we're all pretty much good to go here. So thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out during the Nintendo Direct watch party. This is the first time we've ever done something like this, and I can't imagine that we won't do something more like this in the future as well. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it was fun. Definitely gonna take this conversation over to the Discord channel if we can as well, to kind of see everyone else's inputs about what just happened too. So thank you guys once again for stopping in. Again, for those that don't know, we are no longer streaming on Thursdays. So the next time I will be here is Friday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time. If I don't see you then, have a great rest of your week. And if I don't see you on Saturday, have a great weekend, and I'll see you the next time I see you. But for now, that'll do it for the stream today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. As always, I appreciate it. Thank you for choosing my stream as either your one stop or your one of many stops for the Nintendo Direct reactions. I appreciate it very much. Take care, everybody. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Boop, 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 boop.